Hey, so I'm still working on my backlog of footage. So this video is going to be culmination of December and January because I have stuff for January. I don't have a lot for December. Since my last video was covering November, I didn't really want to leave December out. So I thought I'd just like yip yap a little bit about December. But I don't have too much to go over. But I figured we'll do like a little show and tell. So what did I do? Obviously December is Christmas time, but I worked on some more charms. I made a Daphne from Scooby-Doo charm and I made a John Marston from Red Dead Redemption 1 charm. I really like how these turned out. I feel like I did a great job, which, you know, I'm trying to like be better at saying when I feel like I did something good, you know, not criticise myself too much. So I feel like these turned out great. I had opened my Etsy shop, big challenging experience for me. Something I'd wanted to do for a long time and I didn't do because I was too afraid for so many reasons. Some really like irrational reasons, but I opened it. It's currently on holiday mode because I've got a lot, obviously, like I'm working on this backlog of footage, right? I have like a big backlog of things I want to do and get sorted out and try and get into like a good steady routine with things before I then throw on the responsibility of running a shop. I'm saying as if, you know, I open the Etsy shop and it's just going to boom, but you know what I mean? I want to make sure I'm like on my game. But I did that, really proud of that. December was a difficult month for me. I mean, to be honest, the end of last year, beginning of this year was difficult. Had a lot going on. Started my anxiety recovery journey. Finally, after years of thinking I had already begun and I was going this way instead of this way. But yeah, so I'm really proud of myself that I did that and I made these charms, like the things I did and have done. I'm really proud of myself because I haven't created much for a really long time, for years and years, you know, really like where I'm sitting down like relatively often making stuff. It's nice to have that change. So I'm really proud of myself, actually, and that's important, I feel like, to recognise and tell yourself you're proud of yourself, you know, when you're doing stuff. It's difficult sometimes. So I did that. I worked on the Sebastian sketch that I showed in the previous video as well. I digitalised it. That's as far as I've gotten since December into turning it into a sticker. Getting onto the sticker making is in my backlog as well. I want to clear some things away. Bead weaving project, which we have yet to get to. You know, I really want to get that stuff out of the way so then I can open myself up to be like, okay, I'm going to figure out how to make these stickers finally. But yeah, I did that. I'm happy with how it turned out. I need to digitalise the Alex one still, actually, but that was good. Found this really cool glittery case in a charity shop. I've wanted one of these cases for a long time. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in like Hobbycraft and places like that. I don't know if this one is from Hobbycraft, but I got that in the charity shop. What does that say on there? £1.50 bargain. It's black glitter. Me. You know what I mean? Love it. So I put all my clay stuff in there. I think if you like clay things, there might be clay in the rest of this video. Don't get me started on that. I mean, I will get started on it soon. Is it in this video? It might be in the next video. I don't know. I think it will be in this video. Yeah, so I stored my clay stuff in there. Really pleased. Great find, I feel like. Last year, I have to say, I really popped off with the charity shop finds. I still find good stuff now, but I had like a lot of... I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. I was just in like a zone with charity shop finds. I got some cute pictures of Dexter. It's a really cool frog bed. I don't know about other people's cats, but Dexter's quite picky. Or he'll go through like phases where he'll sleep on something for like a month and then he'll not go anywhere near it ever again. My mum gave me that bed for him and I think he might have slept in it once. Just wouldn't bother. And I love it. It's so cute. It's a frog bed. Wasn't interested. As soon as we said that we'd give it to someone we know, he instantly went in there. It's like he knew. He instantly went in there and went asleep in it. I got this cute picture. Got a cute picture of him on the Percy Pig bedspread. I'd like to know your opinion on Percy Pigs. I'm not a fan of Percy Pigs, although I do enjoy the bedspread. I also have a Percy Pig puzzle, which my mum got me. But I think Percy's cute anyway, but I feel like Percy Pigs, I don't know if it is as much now, but I feel like years ago, it was such like people were just crazy for it. Do you know what I mean? And then Christmas rolled around. Dexter had his Christmas time fish. We watched Muppets Christmas Carol, Christmas Eve, tradition for me. Has to be Muppets Christmas Carol, Christmas Eve. I painted my nails really cool. I tried to make them look like Christmas trees and I added like gems on as the baubles. I'm really pleased with how they turned out, actually. I've been trying to do my nails more, actually. I did my nails like a blue and pink. Doesn't look quite pink on the camera. I don't know, to match my hair. I don't know if that's sort of, you can see, but my hair goes to blue and pink, so I was like, let's do that. I got this really cool scarf, actually matched my hair really nicely. I got that as a Christmas gift. My partner got me this like insane stack of stickers as well, which was amazing because it's like I'm a sticker fiend. I love stickers. I think at some point, if I haven't already, I might show just the volume of stickers I have, which has been, let me just say, something I've collected since I was like 9, and since then had spent majority of those years never using any or hardly using any because I was so like with it. It's only been the past like couple years, maybe, if that I've been getting myself to use them. But I just adore stickers. So I love it when people give me stickers. But he just got me this stack of like meme stickers and other ones, and I was just so pleased with it. I really loved them because I'm just going to stick them in my like journal and stuff like that. So really, really enjoy those. I got these really cool rays as well. They came with like double-sided, I don't know if it has like gel things or whether it's like a tape, so I can stick these rays on things. But I just can't decide what to stick them on, much like the sticker conundrum. But because these will actually be on something as like a decoration, I'm really stuck on what to stick them on. And I'm trying not to push myself to, I feel like I'll know. I feel like that's the kind of logic with stickers as well. It's difficult, isn't it? It's really hard to commit. I wondered whether to put some up my like camera. I have like a, not camera arm. Yeah, it is. I use it for my camera when I'm recording like top down stuff. I'm wondering whether to put some rays up there, but I thought these were incredible. I hadn't seen these before. And I got this really cool turtle puzzle. And the pieces, it's wooden, so when you open the box, the smell of the wood was like insane. And the pieces were like shapes of animals and things. It was really cool, very difficult. I'm a real big fan of puzzles. Have been like my whole life. Ever since I was small, I've loved puzzles, and I really love like difficult puzzles. And this was actually, I'd have to say, up there with one of the hardest puzzles I've ever done. Really great gift as well. Really, really liked it. I'd like to get that framed one day because it's just beautiful too. The Christmas spider actually ended up covered in spider webs. So I think an actual spider found the Christmas spider and decided to live in its little body. And I drew a picture of my Christmas dinner. This was at a time when I was trying to open a sketchbook and just draw some stuff, not really commit too hard to anything, just wanted to get myself drawing routinely. I think my current diary, I've found like a new way to do that on a smaller scale, just to get me drawing nearly every day when I'm really busy and I just don't have time. I feel like I should make more time, but I'm also just doing stuff all the time. Not like I'm out gallivanting all the time, but most evenings I'm busy, and at the weekend I'm usually doing stuff. So it's hard to, the thing is, it's hard, isn't it? Because when I was younger, I'd always have like a sketchbook with me and I'd be drawing all the time. It was just something that was like glued to my hand. And for a very long time I haven't done that. But it's because I have like adult commitments now. Do you know what I mean? I had a lot going on in my brain back then, but now I have a lot going on in my brain, but I also have like responsibilities, full-blown adult responsibilities on top of it. But I feel like I'm creating things one way or another. It doesn't have to be drawing. I'm making charms. I'm doing other things. It's kind of like I'm kind of like having a conversation with myself here a little bit. Sometimes I can get quite, I should be doing. And the list is like, endless. It's like the end credits of a movie, and it's like, well, I can only do. I should not be doing. I can only do. That makes no sense. That sounds mental, but you know what I mean. Like, I can only do so much. I need to not beat myself up too much. But yeah, that was kind of my December. I mean, obviously there was more in there, but for the sake of the video, that's kind of like a nice little brief overview of December. And I got myself this scrapbook from the charity shop, and I did this front page. I decided I wanted to make a scrapbook to keep track. Now, did I fill it out? Will I fill it out? But I think I will. At some point I'm going to sit down and I'm going to backfill it and then carry it on. But I wanted to make a scrapbook of all the things I'm doing in 2025 because I'm working really hard on managing my anxiety better. I wasn't doing a lot and what I did whilst completely terrified with no handle on the terrifying state I was in. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go and do things, man. So I wanted to keep like a log of like all this stuff I have done and I've like got myself out doing, because I've gone from like someone who really needed like 2 weeks in advance preparation before I went and did something, preferably And even then, I couldn't really prepare myself. I was just so anxious and stressed all the time that either way, I was going to have a panic attack internally or externally. To now, just being like, yeah, let's go. We're going to go somewhere tomorrow, sure. Oh, we're on the way home from work. Should we stop and go and do this? Yeah, sure, let's do it. Crazy. If you told me last, I don't know, last May even, that this would be me now, I would not have believed you. I would have had no like ability to understand how I would have gotten to where I am now. And even where I am now isn't where I want to be, and it's still difficult. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to end up talking about like anxiety and stuff like that. Not like in depth, but I'll probably mention it here and there because it's just something I'm working on and deal with, and it's important. I feel like sometimes, you know, if more people, I don't think people have to go in depth, but you know, if people mention, it makes other people feel less alone. I know I feel less alone when I hear people mention, you know, what they got going on. But yeah, that's kind of like my December. Oh my god, my stomach is gargling, and I bet the camera, I bet the microphone's picking it up. If it's not Dexter, it's my stomach. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of my December recap. It was hard, but I did my best and I did good. And so yeah, I hope you guys had a good December too. I know it is May right now when I'm uploading this, but I hope you did, and I hope you had a good January as well. So I'll oh my god, my stomach. Anything else? I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I don't know if I'll be back for any more. I think the rest of it will probably be just taken over by me from January. So I hope you enjoy, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Okay. Hopefully the audio isn't terrible here, but I finally got myself a new calendar. So this was last year's calendar. I have a tendency to just wait until the sale to get a calendar. So I just buy whatever's left. And last year this was all that was left in Tesco. So I had a Disney Vintage Posters calendar. But for 2025, we have owls. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. I actually think owls are cool as hell. So going for like the remaining calendars was actually a win today. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to write everything from my old calendar into this calendar. And I also have a cat whisker. I don't know why I felt the need to share that, but I haven't quite figured out like the best way to film. I was filming stuff on my old phone. This is my current phone, and I had like the clip-on microphone, but sometimes it's just like a faff, you know? So I don't even know if the audio is going to be okay or if the tumble dryer is really loud, but I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do everything and not stress myself out too much about it. I just want to have fun and make videos because I enjoy doing that, and I used to make videos years ago. Anyway, I'm rambling. But actually, while I'm here, I did also, when I picked up that owl calendar, I picked up these, which are little clay beads. Well, these are plastic beads, I guess. Clay bead Christmas things. I got them in the sale, and they have some like cool Christmassy beads. I was trying to find some more of the Christmas light charms that I had bought there before, that I made my Christmas light phone charm, but there weren't any left, unfortunately, because I was hoping I could buy a few packs in the sale ready for next year, but they'll probably just sell them again next year and I'll buy them next year. And I managed to get some metal wire from my mother-in-law, so I have a project I really want to do, like a beading project, which I mentioned in the first video I uploaded, my haul video. I couldn't find any head pins that were the right size, so I have some wire here that I can just make my own and cut it down to size. So hopefully I will get on to that project soon and I'll share my progress as I go on. I've never made a beaded thing like this, so we shall see how we go. It's the 15th of January today. The quality of this is going to be so bad because it's my phone, but it's whatever. And 15 days into January, and I'm finally going to sit down and make something. I don't know what. I want to get into some clay stuff. I got some air dry clay. I did make a polymer clay thing. I bought like a pack of polymer clay, like a little tub, because I was like, I'm going to totally get into polymer clay. How many times have I said that now? And I made something and I cooked it in the oven, and I was like, I don't like the way that sorry, my battery was running out. I don't like the way that it smells in the oven, and then obviously having to cook food in the oven afterwards. So I was like, maybe polymer clay isn't it for me. So I'm going to try air dry clay. I don't want to get into fumey stuff. It's kind of one of the reasons I don't really want to do resin. So I'm going to try air dry clay and just like a varnish. But I'll show you what I made. I made a gift for Christmas. My first polymer clay make. But I think this evening I might do some, I've got some stuff coming from Amazon, some like a roller and some of these like acrylic things so I can measure the thickness of clay, because I have all these grand ideas in my head. I don't know if I'm going to actually be good at making it, so maybe all of those plans won't come to anything, but that's what I'm going to do this evening. And I'm finally getting into something. I've been sick as well, so I haven't really been up to much, but let's actually get this fucking January show on the road, shall we? So it is the 22nd today of January, and it's been a week since I did my clay pieces, and I'm finally sitting down to sand them and paint them, so I'm going to do that today, and I'll like film that. I have loads of stuff like that I've got recently that I want to show and sort out, but I just haven't had the time, to be honest. So I really want to get into, I feel like probably every clip I'm going to edit is going to be like, I really want to get into this. But it's just finding the time. It's getting myself into a routine and a schedule, which takes a while for me. But I have committed at least 2 Wednesdays in a row, so I'm going to sand these and paint them. I am concerned about touching them, whether it's going to set me off a little bit, because touching matte stuff really makes me uncomfortable. It makes me really uncomfortable. I'm doing that because it feels uncomfortable with my fingernails to touch like matte things. But I'm excited to do this, so we'll see how it goes. And yeah, maybe this weekend I'll try and like do some clips of the bits and pieces I have, because I've quite a few things that I've accumulated recently, and I got my Christmas gifts today that are related to crafting, so I'll have to show all of that stuff too. No, I'm not like, oh, look at all my stuff. It's just, you know, I feel like it's gonna be quite cool. So yeah, let's get into some clay stuff. Yeah, so these are all of the things I have that I made. I wanted to do love hearts because I thought it'd be cool to do like love heart sweets, or just write like, you know, sassy things on them, because I was thinking I could make magnets, or it depends on like the strength of them. So I really wish now that I had made some with holes in, so that I could make them into keychains and then attach them to something to see how sturdy they'd be. So I'll probably do that next time. This can just be a good run for me, testing like sanding them, painting them, see how they turn out, see how I like them. And I can still turn these ones into magnets, really, can't I? I could just stick magnets on the back. So I'm probably going to paint these like different pale colours. I made a cat head. I made a packet of crisps. And I know the lighting isn't great in here, and it's probably not super sharp, but you know, just gonna have to deal with what I have at the moment. And I made a kitty cat and some stars, although they've got a bit weird, some of them. And this one I'm gonna paint it into like a, you know, like the meme star where it's like, I tried, or you tried, you know, and it's like a wonky star. So those are sort of the plans I have for them today, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I don't know why they're so like lumpy, or is that, would you say that's lumpy? I don't know, you know, bitty. That's what we're dealing with today. There's so much fluff everywhere. Yeah, so like a good comparison so far. You can see, I know it's like rough, but you can see like how much smoother it is now I've sanded it. The one on the left obviously is a sanded one. Obviously, that's obvious. I don't know why I'm saying it, but definitely good. Although I can confirm it makes me feel very uncomfortable sanding these. So I'm kind of thinking future. I'm wondering whether to wear some gloves while I sand. Maybe if I wear some gloves and like put my earphones in or headphones on when I sand, maybe it won't be so much of a problem. It's one of those things where I'm like, if I do it enough and I tolerate it, will I eventually get okay with it or not? You know what I mean? Because it like hurts my ear. It's just like, it makes me so uncomfortable. It's like a sensory thing, I guess. But yeah, so much better. So now I've got to do all of these. Oh. Made myself some Marmite and toast. There's so much Marmite on there. I made myself some Marmite and toast because I didn't eat my dinner. My dinner was terrible today, and I was like, I'm actually quite hungry. I should probably make something to eat. So I made that. But my new diary arrived. I ordered a diary finally. I've struggled this year with settling on a specific diary. I see like stuff about Hobonichi diaries and I really like the look of the cousin one, but it's like 60 quid and I was just like, I can't justify paying 60 quid for a diary. So I got this from Amazon for like 15 quid I think. So I'm gonna crack it open and have a look now. This is, I'm sorry it's so like fuzzy and it's quite frustrating how fuzzy it is. So it's frustrating me. So this is like the monthly, God that is so bad on the thing. It is the monthly view. This is the weekly view. So I've been using a moleskin like last year. And whenever I got diaries, I was using a moleskin, but I thought I'd go for this kind of layout instead and give it a go. We'll see how I get on with it. Yeah, I've just been trying to be really better with keeping a schedule or just like outlining a schedule for myself to try and keep myself on track with stuff and writing in a diary, not like journaling as such. Wait, journaling, writing in a diary, whatever. I don't sit and write about my day, because I found that when I do that, I tend to, or have previously, just like complain. Not complain, but you know, I have a lot of like mental stuff and I'll just end up writing about that. And whenever I look back in my diaries, it's always had always been me like writing about how terrible I felt and how like stressed I was. And I don't know, I just don't think it was good. So now what I do instead is I will, with my moleskin diary, one side has like the days of the week and I'll like put in those sections, like whatever I need to get done. And then the other side is just like lined paper. But I'll use that side, I'll like section it off and I'll just do bullet points for my day, which I found has been really good. And it kind of sparked off by trying to pick out like good things that happened in the day. It was something that I started trying to do more often. Like at the end of the day, I'll just like think of the yays of the day is what I call it. It's actually something that I got from My Favourite Murder podcast. I don't know if that's what she called it, but she mentioned she did that with, I think, a friend or something. And I was like, God, that's such a good idea. So I started doing that. I tried to like pinpoint at the end of the day, like the good things that happened. Even if it's a really bad day, there had to be something I felt like that I could pick out. Even if it was like the worst day mentally or whatever, I could maybe pick out, you know, I got through the day, or, you know, I had something nice for dinner that I enjoyed, or, you know, even if it's the smallest thing, I just felt like, can I take note of the good things that are happening, because my brain has a tendency like to just think of the worst all the time, all day long. And that was a habit that I'm glad I started doing. So in my diary, I started doing bullet points. I'd kind of bullet point my day so that I could remember what I'd done. When I go back, it's like a really easy way to sift through and see like what I did each day, but also I could just bullet point good things. And I think that's just a good way to do a diary for me, rather than sitting and writing out my day, because I will just like end up writing my worries and my fears. And sorry, I wasn't looking at it. I was just eventually like getting lower and lower. Yeah, so anyway, with this new layout one, I thought, okay, at the top, like in the lines where it's like hours, if I open it I can like explain what I mean at the same time. Have I got Marmite around my mouth? No, I haven't even eaten yet. What am I talking about? It just looks like I've got food around my mouth, even though I haven't. So in the I wonder if I turn like more to where the light is, whether it will be better. Anyway, in the hour bits, it's like it goes downwards, right, by hour. So bad at explaining stuff. I can write what I need to do, and then at the bottom there's like a section that I can do my bullet points. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna see how I go with it, and I'm probably not gonna write stuff in for every hour, so I could just bullet point around. I'll see how I go with it and see if it works for me. Maybe I'll like report back, you know, next month or something to see how I've got on with it. But I was just like, let me try this, because the moleskin one's not bad. Like, I feel like it kind of works for me, but I kind of like the idea of having the hours, because then I can properly have a space to write things. I get like the system's there, right? because all of the hours are written out. I can just put stuff in chunks. And I kind of said to myself, like, if I use this, I don't know, I'm kind of like, I don't know, how do you guys feel? Like, has anyone used the Hobonichi diaries? Is it worth the money? Because the cousin one I really like the look of, because it had these days, then it also had like day pages where you could write a lot if you wanted to or whatever. And I thought, oh, I could use that for bullet points and maybe do like a little drawing, but then use the pages with the hours to write out what I need to do. But I was just like, 60 quid is so much money for a diary, and I can be so flip-floppy and I can be so forgetful to even write in it. And my cat is about to get on the table. No, you see my Marmite toast, you won't like that. You won't like Marmite toast, don't even think about it. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe if I use this diary for the whole year and I love it so much and I'm like, this has changed my life, maybe I'll treat myself to a Hobonichi one. The reason I say that is because I can't seem to find any other diary that has the same stuff in it, like the same layouts, you know, in one diary. It just like blows my mind that no other company sells, that I can find, sells the same as the cousin for like a cheaper price. Not to be like, oh, I wish someone would like steal someone's idea or something. There's so many diaries in the world that it's like by day pages or, you know, by week or something. It's just, yeah, really odd to me that I can't find anything that's like similar but for cheaper, because 60 quid is a lot. And the pages are really thin, I thought, when I looked on like videos and stuff. So I don't know, I'm just rambling about diaries, but I'm really trying to get like, I'm doing a lot of work. I have been doing a lot of work on like my mental health and just general like life. I'm trying to be a bit more, I'm trying to live a bit more. Just trying to live a bit more. But no, I'm just trying to like, yeah, just get it together. I spent a very long time, I've spent a very long time like in the grips of anxiety, and anxiety has like ruled my life. Got to a very, very like shitty place where I was just completely like ruled by it. It dictated my whole life, and it just like closed me into such a tiny box. Like my life was very small, and now I'm doing the work to get out of that, and I'm doing really well. You know, like I'm going out and doing stuff. I'm even going places on my own, like, which I just stopped doing altogether. So yeah, anyway. I wanted to keep a diary to like keep me on track with stuff as well, because it's so easy to slip into just being stuck in your head all the time. If you deal with anxiety or OCD or panic, all that kind of stuff, it's like you'll know, it's just so easy to get like sucked in and just spend so much time in your head and not in the world, it feels like, you know. So I feel like a diary is really good for that, and it's helped me. Like I said, like I'm doing the clay stuff. I mean, I've only sat and sanded it because I'm watching a stream at the same time, so I keep stopping to like talk and interact. So it's taken me a long time just to sand these clay things here. I'm hoping I can get at least one of them painted this evening. But it's kept me in a routine of like, okay, Wednesdays I sit down and watch a stream and I do some crafting. Whereas like if I don't like make a diary for myself and a plan for myself, and I don't stick to the plan like 100%, but the fact that it's like laid out there, it just gets me into like, oh, it's Wednesday, I set time in the evening for crafting, let me go and craft, you know. But anyway, I just kind of yap. But yeah, if anyone has any recommendations, or even if you do like doing like a per day diary, I'm always like interested. Like feel free to put any like diary recommendations, or like how you like to do your diaries, planners, etc., because I always love seeing it. Like I enjoy watching people like set up their diaries, even though it's not like in the same way that I use them. But any recommendations for something that is like the Hobonichi cousin one, that has like the weekly in vertical and by day pages in one book, I would love a recommendation for something similar. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, if I really do use this to death this whole year, and I get to next year and I'm like, you know what, I'll treat myself with like Christmas money or something, maybe I'll get myself a Hobonichi. But I don't know if I'll need something like that, because part of me wonders whether I would even remember to go and look at the day pages, whether I just use the week pages. Anyway, I am like, I've been rambling for 6 minutes about diaries. And they're probably longer actually, because I had to cut this off a little bit because of the cat. But yeah, I will catch you guys in a bit. I'm going to eat this toast and hopefully get to painting at least one of these clay things. was in Lidl the other day, and they had, I always look at the middle, I was going to say I always look at the middle aisles, everyone looks in the middle aisles, that's the point of going to Lidl, right? And they had some cool craft stuff, so I picked up 3 things, but this is the thing I'm going to be sorting out right now. But I saw this, I actually realised afterwards, I think this is for cutting material, and I was like, I can cut, oh no, wait a minute, paper, photo, or foils. Oh, it's not for cutting material. Oh, that is paper. Okay, cool. I thought that'd be really cool because I can't cut for shit, and if I have something that I can just cut circles out with, I just thought that'd be really fun, so I'm going to give that a go. And there was like a 3 for something deal, so I was like, say no more. There's like an embossing stamp set. Oh, it looked really cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see. No, my phone's not going to be clear enough for you to see. Actually, that's a very small picture. But there's like different little things. There's a butterfly, a cat foot, a paw print, or flower. I don't know. When I actually use this, I'll show it better, but I'm not going to use that right now. But I got this, which I thought would be really good because I recently sorted through all of my pencils that I've managed to, like, I'm going to stop saying hoard, gather over my life from child to now. I sorted them all into colour groupings, and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I can just put them in here because at the moment they're in like plastic containers, so I'll show you one sec. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of pencils. There's even, where did I see it? There's even Woolworths pencils, isn't that crazy? But yeah, I have all of these. I sorted them all into colour because I went through all of them to like check if there were any that were broken, or I think I had like pens and all sorts mixed in. Yeah, I had like regular pencils, my old Crayola twistable things from when I was a kid, loads of stuff mixed in. I also still love these. You know, where you push. I feel like they're realistically not like that great, right? Because it's a bit frustrating if you're colouring in something and then you need like the red one and you've got to go all the way through to get to it. But I love them. I love novelty sort of like pens. Oh my god. Like the click pens too. Oh my god, I love all that shit. So anyway, I saw that holder. Where have I put it now? I don't know where I've put it. Oh, it's behind me. Yeah, I saw this holder and I thought, well, if I build this, I could put those in. At least 6 of the holes. Okay, so it's the 25th today, and I'm gonna do, well, I've got a couple things actually that I can work on this evening. I did have plans this evening, but they've changed. So part of me was like, I might play House Flipper, but then another part of me was like, maybe I should craft. And then I could maybe play games later. But I really want to do some like crafting because my time has been limited with crafting lately. It kind of feels like. So yeah. So the few things I have are, I have these drawings that I need to actually draw up on my tablet. They are awards for like Game of the Year, all that kind of stuff for a game club on Devious George channel, and I'm drawing the awards basically that are going to be dished out to the games and stuff like that. So these are the doodle drawings I've done. I mentioned in my first video that I do the patches for the game club, or I have been. So yeah, I need to draw these up, and the deadline is Wednesday. No, the deadline's probably Tuesday, and it's now Saturday before, even though I knew I had a whole month to do this, and surprise, surprise, I have left it late. And I also have all of my clay things here. Let me show you. Yeah, so I've got these clay things. I ended up painting these yellow, and I did this one in the shiny paint pen thing, which I'm a bit unsure about. But yeah, I've sanded the rest of these, so I want to paint them. I want to do the hearts, so I might actually sit and paint some hearts while I watch some House Flipper videos, because I'm obsessed. So yeah, I might do that. And these, yeah, basically these are the awards. So there's an award for I tried, so this is the person who like tried the most in a way to contribute to game club but weren't able to like properly do it. There's an award for the stinky games, so like your worst games of the year and games of the year. There's a few categories for these two, but it's going to be the same award just with the different like the winners on it. This one is for the best patch, and then this one is for the patch hoarder, so this will be whoever earned the most patches. So basically, it's a game club, and if you contribute by playing the game and rating and review it, you earn a patch, and whoever has earned the most patches will win this award, which I'm really excited about. So those are my ideas. Also today was fiddling around with this camera, because I got this camera a really long time ago. I wanted to use it for taking photos. That sounds really dumb to say, but there is a reason I say for taking photos, is because I was fiddling around with it today. My partner was helping me to potentially use this for some filming, because when I try and film stuff on my phone, it can be really noisy. Although today I feel like it's not so bad. It's so weird, because when I was trying to show my diary, it was like hellish to do. And now, maybe it doesn't look so bad. Maybe he did fix my phone, and actually it's not so bad filming on my phone now. Anyway, I also have this. I'm going to join in on the bird. My printer, it just prints with lines, and I don't know how to fix this, and we have tried, and I just can't fix it. And I'm really hoping that it can be fixed, because when I print out stickers, I can't be like making stickers and the print looks like this. But anyway, I'm going to try the bird watch. So it's this weekend, so I'm going to do it tomorrow afternoon. I don't think the birds are really going to land in my garden because I have a cat. So I think the birds kind of like steer clear of my garden. Sorry, my hair. What is going on with my hair? Yeah, I don't think they're going to land because of the cat. Because of Dexter. The cat's name's Dexter. My cat's name's Dexter. I hate to say the cat, as if it feels so informal. He doesn't even understand. He probably doesn't even know what I'm saying. Why do I worry about that kind of stuff? Yeah, but I'm going to try anyway. I've definitely seen pigeons in the garden and maybe blackbirds. Oh no, starlings. I definitely see starlings as well. I think starlings is what nests in my roof actually. So yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I will update on if I saw anything, but I don't know because they only count what lands. You have to count what lands in your garden, and I don't think they'll land. But I'm going to do it anyway because I've wanted to for years, and I only remember it after it's done because then I see it online, like post it being completed, and I'm like, shit, I missed out on it again. So this year I'm doing it, and I'm very excited. But yeah, did I finish talking about the camera? Basically, I'm going to see about filming with that camera, if that's going to help with the like noisiness and stuff. But maybe this is a bit better now that the settings have been changed on my phone. I don't know. We'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm going to sit and I'm going to paint some stuff. So let's do it. I am fine. Of course, the dehumidifier just turns on as soon as I start speaking. By the way, my hair's like still drying. It's not just super greasy. I'm going to finally varnish the clay things I made. So I have varnish here. I bought this varnish a while back. I bought the Fimo one because I bought Fimo clay because I thought I was going to do polymer clay. Then the whole cooking it, smelly stuff kind of threw a spanner in the works. So I'm going to be varnishing the air dry, sorry, my brains, the air dry clay stuff that I did. And I bought some magnets to put on the back because I'm going to turn them into magnets. However, fridge magnets. However, the magnets are a lot smaller. I'll do like a shot on their own so you can see. The magnets are a lot smaller than I thought, and I swear I measured them. Like when I looked on Amazon, I measured them correctly, but here we are. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I'm watching, it's not started yet, but I'm watching the stream of the Game Club award show, you know, that I drew those awards for, which I don't know if I've showed them yet, so if I haven't, here they are. I'm really excited because people are going to see them, and I hope they like them, and it's also really exciting. I really enjoy being part of a game club, so I'm going to be sitting watching that while I varnish these clay things. So a problem I'm having, and I just don't know what to do about it. It's the same problem I had when I was making Fimo clay stuff, and part of like the reason I did air dry as well is because I thought, well, I can paint over the clay and it'll be okay, is the fluff. There's so much fluff in the varnish now that's going to stay in this. How do I not have fluff on everything? Like, no matter what I do, I'm not wearing, like, one of the problems I think with the Fimo stuff was that I was wearing like a hoodie when I was doing it, and I thought, oh, the fluff's blowing over it. I just don't know how to eliminate this, because it's not even on this before I start painting. So that must mean it's in the paintbrush maybe, or it's just in the air and sticking. Like, does anyone have any ideas on how to stop fluff getting, like, it's ruined them basically now, because I can't list these on Etsy when it has fluff stuck in it. And also, the varnish has like messed with the lettering, which is Posca markers. And I thought that'd be okay, but I guess not. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I'm really disappointed. I really got disheartened like halfway through painting these now with a fluff issue. I'm just frustrated because not only is the fluff a problem, it's also making the Posca marker smear, which I just didn't think that varnish would do. One of my lights just went out. So if it's a bit dark. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to look on YouTube, see if I can find anyone saying anything. Like, I've watched some videos of people varnishing stuff and that they painted, and I guess I just didn't really, like, notice whether they were having problems with, like, Posca marker smearing, or I don't know. I'm just a little bit like, it's taken me so long to like do these just because I haven't had a lot of time, and I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to varnish them and they'd be okay enough for me to list maybe. But I think, I mean, these were test batches. The thing that I need to do is not just get disheartened straight away. These are test items. That's the whole point of this, is so that I can see this stuff happens, rather than me being like, oh, I want to make these things, you know, to put on Etsy, and then they all just go to shit. So that's the whole point of these. But it's still, you know, I just feel a little bit like, oh, I just wanted them to turn out great. But fluff really is an issue. I'm just going to have to like really figure out what to do about that. Also, I don't remember if this has been shown in a video yet, but I think that might come out before this video, and it might be included. Anyway, I got this Kermit picture at a car boot sale, this painting, and I think the people selling it weren't the people who painted it. I think I paid like 50p or something for it. I fucking love it. So I have it here where I make stuff. I just wanted to mention that because it's in the back. But I got this super sick case for Christmas. Oh my God. Honestly, I'm so excited, and I haven't been able to like have the time to sit, or maybe I have had the time, but I haven't actually. I'm unzipping it and talking, and I'm just worried that you won't be able to hear me through the zipping. 1 second. So I haven't properly sat down and sorted it, but it's a holder for my beads, for my tiny beads. Have a look at this. Isn't this so cool? So it's just full of little tubs for me to put my beads in, and it has a funnel, and it has circle stickers, I think, so you can write like what's on it on the top. This is so incredible. Like, I'm so grateful to have got this for Christmas. I mean, I loved all of my gifts. I always do. Like, it's just always really thoughtful. People are always really thoughtful, and I really appreciate everything I get. But this, I was just like, oh my God, this is going to be incredible, because it's going to be perfect for my beads. But also, I love organisation. Even though I'm terrible at it, I love stuff like this. Oh my God, these are incredible. These are incredible. They're metal. I don't know if it's focusing properly. They're metal, and like the hole to put the string through is like in the, you know, goes through the body of the butterfly. These are so amazing. Oh my God, the difficult thing is like, I'm not going to want to use them because they're so incredible, and I got them from the charity shops. It's like, where did they even come from? Oh my God, I can't believe these are in here. I love all of the stuff that I got, but oh my God, these are incredible.